Hello and welcome to the next Panthers esports movie commentary. Here's your host Cage again, and joining me today are...
Hi, it's Katrina.
And this is Lucas.
So far, we only saw crew for this one. That's not a bad thing. So our first movie was Sonic. I don't know which will be coming up first, this movie or the show we did, but today's movie is the original Super Mario Brothers movie from 1993. I've seen Lucas' face cringe at this. Have you seen this movie?
I've seen it quite a few times as a kid and actually enjoyed it as a kid. But trying to rewatch it again as an adult, and
It's probably not going to be great, huh?
probably not as good as I remember it.
I've seen this movie a couple times. Katrina?
I have not watched it.
This is going to be great.
You're in for cringe.
Today is a good day for Katrina's new experiences because we recorded Ruby before this, and now she's going to see the original Mario movie. This
is a day of new things.
This is a gift from Satan. This is a movie that goes into so bad it's good territory for me.
Is it like Sharknado?
I wouldn't know. I've never seen Sharknado.
Me neither.
Just know that it is a shite movie, but if you're lucky, you're going to enjoy every step of watching this crap show. With that being said...
Because I really doubt anything can top Sharknado bad level.
I've never seen Sharknado. I never want to.
This might actually beat it then.
It's literally what it sounds like. It's tornadoes with sharks.
Yes, we know Sharknado. I would rather watch Mortal Kombat Armageddon over this. We all know how bad that one is.
I've actually never seen that one either.
It's another horrible one. Maybe we'll get to the original Mortal Kombat movies as well. But for today, it's just Super Mario Brothers, 1993. So how our movie commentaries work is, we can't show the full movie in video form because that's against copyright. So instead, we decided to make these commentaries so that if you have the movie and you want to sync up with us, you can watch every step of the way and hear Katrina's glorious reactions and Lucas and I's horrible PTSD. That's how bad it's affecting me right now. I can't speak. So we are not prepared for what is about to come. So for those who want to sync on their copy, we're at the very first black frame of the movie, 0000. No time has passed on the track yet for us. So for those who want to sync up, we're going to press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Random rooster.
Just out of nowhere.
It has been a long time since I've seen this movie.
Same.
It's been at least 8 years because I haven't watched this since I lived in Missouri.
The soundtrack, it's bringing back memories.
Yeah. It's going to bring back some memories for he and I, all right. I remember watching this. My aunt had the DVD, so I'd borrow it every once in a while and watch it because I didn't know Mario too much.
Oh, Pixels.
But I remember getting the DVD from my aunt who had it a couple times, and that's how I watched it. So I haven't seen it in at least 8 years.
I remember watching this on VHS.
Why do they sound like gang?
Because it's Brooklyn. Brooklyn 65 million years ago. Goodbye, dinosaurs. There's your lore for the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yes. I recognize the name Fisher Stevens.
Bob Hoskins was playing Mario. He was the detective in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You never seen that, have you?
I have.
Oh, you have it? I just didn't say much. I was like, oh, she probably hasn't seen it.
Yeah, my mom is a fan.
Yeah, so every Mario movie needs to open with dropping a baby off at a church.
Yep.
In a tiny Superman pod.
With an odd crystal.
What? Alan Silvestri did the music. He's the one who scored the Avengers movies. He went from this to that. Are you serious? It's almost sad how much talent was wasted on this movie then. Because we had Bob Hoskins.
Oh, interesting. The shoulder spikes.
Yeah. So we have Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, and Alan Silvestri all wasted on this movie. The look on Lucas's face right now is priceless. He just has his mouth open, like staring.
It's been a while, and it's usually the openings that I have the worst time remembering.
Yeah, I don't remember this at all. I don't have that much memory of this movie. I remember when they're arrested. I remember the Trust the Fungus. And I remember the credit scene.
The shoulder spikes remind me of Bowser.
Nope. And he's just Koopa.
He's only called Koopa. He's never called Bowser. I like that a little bit. When this is how your parents tell you babies are made. See, there's this egg that was left on the door of the church. Plunger on the mantle. Just dead staring at the TV. One thing I will say about this movie is that Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo are great castings for Mario. I remember those.
Ooh.
That's the second time across my legs today. Oh. First it was Ruby, now this. But no, I will say, like, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo were great castings for Mario and Luigi.
Oh, yeah.
That's not for this movie. Runs over the trash. Like, they have good chemistry. Like, they work together as a duo.
Yeah.
Where's the mustache on?
Luigi doesn't have one. Also, I'd like to point out that Nintendo wanted to do more live-action movies like this, but because of how hard this bombed, they stopped. They had a Metroid in production. but stopped it before, and they didn't do anything live action until Detective Pikachu, which was an amazing movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
I saw that in theaters.
I did. I saw it come out in Redbox, but I still think it's an amazing movie. I'll talk to Andrew about getting it for us.
I've yet to watch it. I've been wanting to.
Maybe the show is the chance for you to watch it. It was really good. I liked it.
Maybe that could be the next one. Me and you can be the ones who've already seen it, and he can be the fresh face.
I think our next one is either going to be Sonic 2 or Star Wars, but that will be in the pipeline. Detective Pikachu.
That sounded very threatening.
Sounded very creepy. You see what was around her neck?
Typical slime ball.
Did you see what was around her neck?
I didn't notice that, no.
The crystals around her neck.
Yeah, these are the two I think could be Wario and Waluigi.
Apparently, I think I saw them on the screen beforehand. They are two named Koopas from the games.
Huh.
It's like Iggy and something else. Oh, the different versions of Bowser Jr. is what they are. They're like two of the.
Iggy and.
It's Iggy and something else. The two of the Bowser kids.
Iggy and Lemmy.
Iggy and Lemmy, yeah, that's it. It's funny how they did those and not actual Bowser Jr.
Oh, Bowser Jr. wasn't thought up till what? Sunshine.
I thought it was his first major thing, but he would have been in Yoshi's Island, right?
No, that was actually Baby Bowser. Bowser as a child.
Seriously, they tried to look.
Well, Sunshine was 2001, right?
I believe so. It came out early GameCube era.
So it wouldn't have been that because this is 93. So both Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo were injured during this movie. I think it's in the shot where they're getting in the van to go to the place they're just talking about. Bob Hoskins broke his finger in the van door, and I don't know if it's in Cuba City or here in New York, but John Leguizamo was hit by a car and broke his leg. Ooh. So I don't know where, but if you look in some shots, you can see his cast on his leg and his shorts.
That's Daisy.
Yep, that's Daisy. So whenever I say Daisy is best, do not ever think of this movie, because then I will be wrong.
I mean, yeah, the actress doesn't look anything like the character.
This movie had a lot of problems even directing. At one point, I think it was the director poured an entire pot of scalding hot coffee on an extra's head because he didn't like the extra's costume. And then even finding director, they initially had Harold Ramis, who was Egon in Ghostbusters and who helped direct that movie. To go on this, but he had turned it down. They also Danny DeVito's Mario, but he turned it down. Nobody wanted to be part of this movie, and it looks like for good reason. That's another time where I'm kind of having trivia lists going up. This is apparently the first Hollywood video game movie. So this movie started the trend of horrible video game movies, with only the first Mortal Kombat being spared. Apparently it's Spike and Iggy.
Spike isn't a Koopa kid, though.
That's just what's saying. It's saying Spike and Iggy are the two other brothers. He's so awkward. John wanted to ad lib in the film too, but he wasn't allowed to improv anything. It had to be all by the script.
Ad lib is always what makes a movie so much better.
It can, yeah, absolutely. Look at Johnny Depp in any of the Pirates movies. It's like I'm in Dead Man's Chest. We go like, I have a job done. I have a job done. That was Johnny Depp doing it, and everyone with the confused faces. That's them legitimately being confused by Johnny Depp on set. It's like I'm the chick who played Elizabeth turned to like a Leonard Bloom. Was like, what the hell is he doing? So, like I said, I'm kind of reading these down as I go. The role for Mario was initially pitched to Jim Belushi, Nicolas Cage, Danny DeVito, Michael Keaton, Bruno Kirby, Kevin Kline, Joe Mantegna, Joe Pesci, Oliver Platt, Peter Onorati, John Turturro, and Nicholas Woodson. All people were thought about for Mario.
Quite a lineup.
It is.
Well, you can see a bit of a mustache growing on Luigi.
Yeah, you can see a little bit. He's meant to be like younger. Also, from what I can tell, it seems like they always had John Leguizamo as Luigi. There's no one here I'm reading that has like an alternate casting for Luigi. There's a ton for Mario. There's a lot for Daisy. A lot.
But they've only got one on Luigi.
I don't think anyone else was considered for Luigi. I think they just had John Leguizamo.
Huh.
And then from
I find it interesting that their so-called first date is at an Italian place of all things, because you usually try to avoid Italian places
with Italian people.
With Italian people, and also because girls, we know that the sauce is gonna ruin our makeup.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
I've not been with enough women to know that, so.
I wouldn't know to begin with.
Well, there's a tip from someone who knows. If they're wearing makeup, don't take them to an Italian place, because it's going to ruin their makeup.
Yes, but if you think about it, that's the best way to see what they look like without makeup.
So they could lean hard in the dinosaur part of this movie. This came out 2 weeks before Jurassic Park. And Jurassic Park blew them out of the water.
Yeah, it did.
Also for Bowser, or Koopa. So people that they had lined up to play him were Tim Curry, Sean Connery, Sylvester Stallone, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And at one point they even considered making Bowser female.
Oh.
Well.
Wrong girl.
The movie's pretty dark when you think about it already.
So who is that supposed to be?
The girl with Luigi.
No, the one with Mario.
I have to assume Pauline. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's probably the first thing that came to mind.
I almost feel like the Luigi and Daisy thing is going kind of fast. It's like helps with the phone, and it's like, hey, let's go out, and they go to the next place, and it's like, hey, come to this like I'm a private work site for where I dig.
That
Dry bones.
I mean, they are dry bones.
hmm.
Yeah, it's already going like super fast, right? It's super forced.
No, I just don't enjoy cringy, cheesy scenes. They don't do anything for me.
Yeah, they don't, but it also hasn't been 20 minutes, and they're already trying to force a kiss. That's what she said. This place would be flooded by now. They'd
Yeah,
go.
like, how
What?
far away do they have to go?
Brooklyn's not a small place.
I want to mention something.
Go ahead.
She's wearing white shirt.
Well, she was expecting it to be, muddy now. Also, someone else who's up for Bowser is Kevin Costner. It's just this look.
Seriously, no spatial awareness at all.
She didn't hear the impact of the lamp going in the water?
How long were they out for to...
I mean, clearly not long if they're still here, but... Like, when you knock someone out, you don't actually knock them out for that long.
Yeah, probably only like a minute or so. They probably weren't actually knocked out. They were just dazed.
Also, where is that water coming from?
Because if they were knocked out, then it would have been longer. But they were probably just dazed.
Oh, yeah, I forget. In this movie, Mario's known for like his jumping. He's nicknamed the Jump Man. He hates jumping in this movie. He's terrified of heights, so he hates jumping. Probably not going to get this in the new Mario movie. He hates jumping. Bob Hoskins actually worked as a plumber for a little bit. He was a plumber's apprentice for 3 weeks.
Huh.
And so that's part of the reason why they approached him. Well, they thought he would be a more what's the word I'm trying to think of? Money making actor, I guess. Like him being the lead role would like make a lot of money. And then they approached him because he did other children's movies. At the time, he had done Roger Rabbit and he had done Hook. And he didn't want to do the kids movie because in his own words, he didn't want to be like Dick Van Dyke. They did some like 6 different scripts before he finally agreed. And here we are on the other side. Journey to the center of the earth. Swamp Stompers.
Bullet bills.
They based Koopa off of Donald Trump. In the 90s, that says something. To tell you how unoriginal they were, the name of the city is Dino Hatton.
Was that better than New Donk City?
I'll take that over Dino Hatton. It even looks gross. So the animatronics and puppetry aren't bad. It's like they're genuine good parts of this movie. Just it doesn't save it.
No.
Yeah, like those reptilian prosthetics. Those look good. I was a teenage.
Goomba.
So this set like required like an acre and a half of materials to make, and it's done on the same lot they did for the nightclub and the Crow and the Foot Clan's hideout in the original Ninja Turtles movie.
Huh.
Like the entire like open city set of Dino Hatton is Shredder's hideout. Is that Petunia from Harry Potter? Harry's aunt? Oh my god, it is. That was it.
Plumber alert.
In this entire movie, at no point do any bad guys call Mario and Luigi by their names. They call them like mammals, plumbers. At one point, one just calls them the Mario Brothers, but never are they called by their actual first names. By Koopas.
Ew.
I'm sitting my drink down. My drink is set down.
Forgot about that one.
I've seen worse. I've seen worse while eating.
You see them pop. And you know when you crush bugs, they're actually on the brakes and their insides pop? That's what happened in that bread. Indescribable.
I've seen worse.
Oh, that is not fun.
I've seen worse and still had an appetite.
Bye, Granny.
That's one evil granny.
Is it bad that the granny is my favorite character so far?
She's doing so still.
So who is that supposed to be?
It's Big something. Big Bertha? I don't know.
Birdo? Nah.
No, not Berto. That's Cleve Shot. That's Toad. That hippie ass looking dude is Toad.
Yeah, the hairstyle looks like it.
Get the plumbers. Also, consider me corrected, Tom Hanks was initially the idea for Luigi.
Daniela?
I have no clue. That's an interesting way to stop the car.
I'm guessing they didn't build those cars with brakes.
Got to Mad Max it. Oh, here it is. The look at the chick next to him. Takes him off the counter. I don't know why I remember that scene so much. You know, Mario, last name, Mario. Or what about you? Luigi. What's your Luigi? No, Luigi Mario. The Mario brothers. Or Toad even sounds like a hippie. Just hanging on. Yes, because this is what Mario is. That's so unnecessary for a mugshot. He's just rocking out. De-evolved into fungus. Yeah, could be Bowser being a germaphobe the entire movie. It's just so dumb.
The fact that he's their lawyer.
Dear Lord. He's constantly holding his hands out in front of him too. It's like, this is not Bowser.
No. If you're gonna create a Super Mario Bros. Movie, at least put them in their proper outfits.
Oh, there goes Toad. Yeah, this came out in the 90s, all right. And that is a Goomba. Yeah, they pretty much killed off Toad after 5 minutes.
Much taller.
Fair.
Gave him a harmonica.
He's a joke. He's an absolute joke of a villain.
Yep.
I love they go from one of the best video adaptations of Sonic to the one that started the worst, Mario.
Bob.
It's like we had an amazing performance with Jim Carrey as Eggman because we had a horrible performance like this. I hope Jack Black more than makes up for it.
They've got the flaming waffles.
And everybody's just
Just a
cheering him
random
on.
people going, yeah, yeah. They Scooby-Dooed it. How did that car not see them? Luigi doesn't even open the door.
He's number 2.
Yes, because keyboards are used for video games in 1993.
I mean, quite a few of the video games that I played were on the computer.
Not 1993.
Right, because I was 1999.
Alien plumbers.
Their faces kill me. Aliens, we're gonna with aliens too.
Whoa, cool. Kind of sucks they made Luigi bit of the idiot.
Actually, I think the person who's playing Luigi is kind of saving it.
Yeah, I like both of them, but it feels like Luigi is more the main character than Mario.
Yeah.
Okay, you drive. Also, like those small like reptilian prosthetics, those look good. There's genuine good design in terms of like set pieces and makeup in this movie, but then everything else sucks.
Seems no one knows where they're going.
Now this is pod racing.
Why would they keep firing?
Yeah, why would you keep shooting?
Because they're stupid.
Yeah.
This whole movie is stupid.
Coopers never were intelligent.
That's just weird. Handshake.
Like, they feel like brothers. They feel like they're always arguing and like fighting like brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tunnel not finished. Ah.
The voice cracks from John Leguizamo.
Ah. The comedic stretch comedy sound.
This movie sucks. That's absolutely Petunia from Harry Potter. Dear God, that is so cringy. Half these women are hookers, I'm going to say it. Half these women are dressed like prostitutes.
Yeah.
Hell, Princess is probably their stripper name. Like, just.
Why'd they use Daisy? Why is it not Peach?
I don't know. I guess to give Luigi the love interest, like make him main character that he wasn't in the games, but. Well, at least not the stereotypical kill them because they're being idiots kind of thing.
Just
like
making them smarter.
It's like, you have a way to make them smarter. Make them smarter. They don't want to be smarter. Oh, there it is. I tried to give the movie credit, and then it really tore it away from me. What about This Is Daisy?
Yes. What about This Is Daisy? She doesn't wear that color.
This movie is Mario in name only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, the way she looks more like Peach. Movie really focuses on showing a lot of cleavage.
So who is that supposed to be?
I don't know.
Because it certainly shouldn't be Wendy.
I don't know. I don't. I mean, I guess if we wanted to try, that would be Dry Desert. If we wanted
He's got a
to,
super scope.
if we wanted to try to make this like the video game, I guess the cars would be Mario Kart. I don't know. I'm pulling for strings here. Grasping at straws. That's what it is.
You can hear a level up sound for some reason.
Yeah. Grabbing at straws. That's what it is. Pulling at strings. I'm an idiot. That's how bad this movie's messing me up.
And here's a disappointment.
Oddly enough, it's the most accurate thing in the movie. Dear Lord.
Can you guess it?
Like in the animatronic, it's great, but it's so good, and especially with Jurassic Park right around the corner from this. But that's Yoshi. Still like the most accurate part of the movie. It's so awkward and clumsy.
Mm-hmm.
That to make everything so creepy. Why does everything have to be so rapey in this movie?
I really can't say.
So why? It's Mario. It's Mario. You don't need anything like this.
It's a Goomba with harmonica.
I thought the Goombas the only change I like. I think it's funny. The Goombas are funny. I'll say it. I really like the Goombas in the movie. It's funny. But everything else.
I've always wondered, how are they able to find them in a wide open desert after they've gotten so much time on them?
Yeah, it's like clearly the entire planet's a desert beside Dino Hatton.
Even though they've had their intelligence increased, they're still idiots.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Jesus Christ. G-rated dialogue.
Yep.
R-rated implications.
Mm-hmm. Cousin Koopa.
Yeah. So how do the other plumbers play into this?
Wait, how did Capelli blast it open if they were already there when Capelli blasted it open?
That's what I'm saying. That's what they did when they. I have no clue. This movie. I don't think they ever expand upon the other plumbers at all. Scapelli.
Big Bertha.
Yeah, that's what it was. Big Bertha, the big black chick, in the red like leather jacket with the spikes. I didn't think it was Big Bertha because it sounded too dumb, but it's this movie.
Yeah, you keep on overestimating the intelligence.
Intelligence of anyone else in this movie besides Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. Like, look, Yoshi's all practical. That is an amazing animatronic puppet. Like 2 weeks before Jurassic Park, they did this just as well as Jurassic Park did. There was potential here.
Why is there a Statue of Liberty?
It's supposed to be Manhattan, so.
Battle plungers.
Why are they bringing Spike and Nikki with them? Oh, these are Shy Guys, by the way.
I mean, those are at least decent. I can see them being Shy Guys.
They look like male dominatrix.
No, they look more
outfits.
like a Sniffits.
Or Sniffits.
They look like Shy Guys, but they're able to shoot bullets out of their mouth. And they look more like gas masks than Shy Guys' flat white mask.
Well, to my knowledge, these are supposed to be Shy Guys. Why are they helping them?
Because they've become smart enough to realize that it benefits them to work with them.
They really couldn't have gone with the actual correct colors for them, could they?
Luigi's wearing Mario's colors, and then Mario's just wearing yellow.
Mario wearing Wario colors.
I was going to say Wario. He's not even Mario right now. He's Wario. There's your Wario cameo.
Wow.
Thank God no one is watching through the door right now. Because for the record, those are actual strippers. They hired actual strippers to be extras in this scene.
I mean, no, I
2,000
shouldn't say
coupons?
that. That would
Coupons.
sound super bad.
What?
I was gonna say it's probably the most honest money they've made in a while.
You're not wrong. Actually, no. Actually, no. Regular stripping is better than this. This is not honest money. This is as dirty as money as you can get. I forgot about this scene, and I'm like, keep looking out the door to make sure no one's watching.
Uh-oh. There's
There's
Spike Brawl. Uh-oh. Mario makes a sacrifice.
I think I remember how this goes. I love Bob Hoskins so much. You know I'm not going to be able to go tonight without thinking of this now, right?
no, I'll probably be able to get past it.
I forgot about this scene.
ADHD brain.
I keep looking towards the door. I'm not even watching the movie.
Just, oh God, now it's gone to slow dance.
I remembered the punch. As soon as the scene started, I remember I clicked for me. I remember the punch, and then she absolutely takes him. Cleavage again.
That's kind of what sold it back in those days.
You know, I know I'm the one who fought to get this for our movie commentaries. I regret my decisions. Shoot me.
I'm sorry, I'm unarmed.
Oh, this is so cringe.
And that's the end of that. Goomba time.
Keep forgetting about the fucking Goombas. Yeah, it's whenever she like has that angry look on her face, like widens her eyes. That's absolutely Petunia from Harry Potter. I know I've said like 4 times now, but I just can't stop on seeing it. The Goomba following it. Oh my God, they're playing that song. Everybody walk the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs.
Ugh. The worm said something.
Dude, I just gets out of the scene. Yeah, that's out of the scene. I can stop feeling so wrong.
Now she's helping him.
I'd make a joke, but all my soul is being sucked away.
Oh.
I know it's supposed to be sweet, but I feel disgusted.
I mean,
Just going out with crates. Wait, did Mario actually get the stone back?
Yeah. He took it off her, and then he pocketed it.
No, but after they were tossing it back and forth, he got dropped onto the...
Yeah, he must have just grabbed it when he got it from under her foot then. Why the ones with the more dinosaur heads are supposed to be Koopa Troopas. It's like the actual Koopas in the game.
I thought the police were the Koopas.
It might still be, but I think the ones with the actual Velociraptor heads are supposed to be Koopa Troopas, and the round heads are Goombas.
I guess those are supposed to be the fireballs from Fire Flowers.
I guess. If we want to try hard to connect this with the game.
I mean, at least they got his gloves. The fact that he wears gloves, right?
Yeah, after they made it to the strip club.
Yeah.
I watched it a couple times when I was younger. I'll never watch this again. This is my decision. I'm at fault for this, and I apologize. Cannot express how miserable I am right now.
Who is he talking to?
Daisy's father. Daisy's father is every bit of fungus you see in this movie.
King Toadstool.
King Toadstool, which is not how it's supposed to be, but you know what? Why not? And that is the only time it's ever referred to as Mushroom Kingdom is Koopa, not Bowser, Koopa just talking down to him. There was no point in that scene. It was just Koopa ordering pizza.
Yeah.
There was no point in that.
A lot of pointless scenes.
Apparently there's so much care for this movie, but you kept that. I just basically bit the sound from my mic. Just half swallowed it. I mean, at least the movie leans into the fact that they are plumbers, which in the way that the games don't. But
Think about it. Who was supposed to be the ones that created these pipe systems?
I assume the dinosaurs.
Now they're in their proper colors.
And even wearing hats.
Which I will say, for the first ever video game movie, the outfits aren't bad. I just can tell Luigi's a little bit taller. Not by much at all, but...
He
Didn't
made
he-
them too smart.
Didn't he say that if they messed up, he would be the one to personally end them?
Yep.
And now he's having someone else end them?
Yep.
Oh, yep, she has the crystal.
Guess one more you got it back, but okay. I know the joke is that it made them dumber, but this is ridiculous. I forgot about this.
I remember this part.
Start making the Goombas dance. Again, I get the joke is that they are literally single cell dumb, but why?
Have them dance, and they can't think of anything else. Oh, that one's even got goggles.
That is actually kind of funny.
Hey, it's Toad.
At least you guys are getting enjoyment. That is literally raw lamb.
Oh, you can even see that his hairstyle is still on his head.
She went from this to Harry Potter. She only went up. She only went up. There's nowhere she could have stored that but the prison wallet. That is a literal prison shank.
Her heels are more of a weapon.
And now they're pairing up.
That's what I remember. There was the pairing up. That's a little funny, at least. But.
Yeah, that is funny.
Let's mush his face into the chest.
The smart Goomba.
The one that has 2 cells.
Steamed vegetables.
Toad's just not having a good day.
Why'd they attack him?
I don't know. Toad's not having a good day.
Oh, so the reason why they were following him is because he devolved them?
Yeah, the devolve is the fungus from King Toadstool. I'm not eating anything at the dance tonight. I am not.
Your loss.
I kind of
I
want some
will.
deep fried mushrooms.
I don't like mushrooms anyway.
Me neither. I don't like
The
mushrooms.
only vegetables I like are corn and potatoes.
You know, it kind of looks like baby food.
I'm not gonna like that either.
Well,
We still have like half an hour left of the movie. This movie's an hour and 44 minutes long. We're only an hour 16 in. And that's just up recording. I would accept it if it was the other way around. Luigi's supposed to be the cowardly one. Luigi is supposed to be the scared one, not Mario. It is flipped.
yep.
I would accept no jumping if it was Luigi, because his entire thing is being scared.
How did he get
Oh.
free?
They learn. They remember. I'm using Jurassic Park to cheer myself up because that is one of my favorite movies of all time next to this piece of crap. Clever girl. That's the funny Yoshi's the most accurate part of this movie.
Oh, it's that easy to just unhook him?
Why didn't you unhook him before?
I'll say Yoshi's actually pretty adorable. It's hard to make a dinosaur cute. Remember those big plastic rocket launchers they made for Duck Hunt for the NES?
Super Scope and the
Yeah,
little blaster.
that's what this is.
Yeah. Well, I had the blaster. I didn't have the Super Scope. I think it's because only 2 games actually were usable with the Super Scope.
It was Duck Hunt and something else, right?
Yoshi's Safari.
Imagine Pokemon Snap, but it's like the Manhunt version. You start killing other Pokemon instead of taking pictures.
Pokemon Hunt.
Pokemon, yeah. It would have been patronizing if that fall scared him. I guess there's your answer to who she was. Her name's Lena. I don't know how that correlates to the games.
I've never heard that name before.
It's like what the inside of the eggs from Alien look like. Product placement. That's the only good line from him this movie. That's the only one. It's been how long, and they don't realize that they're pretty much screwed yet. All these women sitting in this room, these are violations of our civil liberties. Like, do you realize where you are? Trying to color inside the lines. How quiet we are at some points because there's just nothing to say.
Yeah.
This did not make a good commentary track.
No.
It's kind of hard to commentate bad movies.
It really is. I regret everything about this choice. I swear to God. I don't know who's more stupid, the Goombas or the women. Lily tells them, don't say a word. Hi, Mario!
She's from Queens. And they're all dancing.
They're still dancing. Go back to the one of those useless things. He ordered that thing like half an hour ago.
Yeah.
I forgot about this too. Ice water slide section, I guess. They're falling from the same thing.
How are they catching up to them so fast when they had so much time?
They're heavier, I guess. Going down slope.
Yeah, I guess.
Heavier than 5 women and a hefty man?
I mean, they're like 8 feet tall, right?
Yeah.
True. And they're pretty hefty themselves.
It's like 3 or 4 Hagrids on one sled.
And there goes one Goomba.
And it's like I said, all the animatronic, like practical parts of the Goombas, dinosaurs, stuff like that, like prosthetics. In terms of like actual design, the movie is good, but anything to do with like actual movie is bad. So I can appreciate how little CG there is in the movie.
Yeah.
He's the other one.
He's riding the other one.
Goomba sledding.
And they're making sparks. Oh, there was the Yahoo.
And they just stop right there.
Okay, there's. I know it's 90s, but that's an obvious green screen.
Yeah.
It's 90s, I can't blame it, but. Hell, even today, green screens are really noticeable.
Yeah.
She did not turn at all. She was looking either at him or at them the entire time.
Yep.
I'm done.
It's all about that pizza.
It was built up for a dumb gag that they did twice.
Oh, hey, look at Bullet Bill.
Dancing again. What the hell was that laugh?
So bullet bills are used for the propulsion system. Man, even Koopa's just as bad of a shot as the Goombas.
The only reason I say this is like so bad it's good territory is because one,
Trust the fungus.
trust. Did he say it and I missed it and I was talking over it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't read the one line I say the most. I talk over and I'm
Yep, it was Luigi that said it.
gonna stab myself with my keys. I actually have a knife one.
Don't.
Yeah, see, I got a knife key. No, I don't want the last night I did on Earth to be watching this goddamn movie.
Yeah, dude. That's bad. That's gonna need to be cut.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah, that's how she's ended.
She died falling over a railing.
Into the electrical system. Oh, she's not dead yet.
She looks like one of the chicks from Hocus Pocus.
Huh?
She looks like one of the chicks from Hocus Pocus.
Oh, yeah. Was she part of that movie?
No. But just with like her hair frizzled up like that, wearing the red robe, I immediately thought Hocus Pocus.
The eldest sister, I believe.
We still have like 20 minutes.
That's a skeleton.
We probably have a little under 20 minutes left. We still got like that much time left of this movie.
It's almost over. He's got a bomb.
The original movie terrorist threat. The one with the cane going forward. Love how it has a fuse to be lit and it's wind up. You're like 50 feet away and you're panicking over a fuse that's an inch long. Boop. What's the point of using the bomb? Okay.
Trust the
It falls-
fungus.
It falls down quite a ways.
There's some stuff I really don't remember, so that's why I keep asking these questions. It's been probably around a decade since I've seen this movie. Tell everyone about everything.
She still got her cigarette.
I don't think I brought this up with them. They designed Dino Hatton to be based as if someone was on a drug trip. Please be dead now. Thank God.
Why does her hair have bones?
It didn't. It just made the impact. It has the impact where her strands of hair landed. What is he doing? That's supposed to be being electrocuted?
Just blows out the fire.
I just realized it's supposed to be Bowser using a flamethrower instead of flame breath. Yep. Mario's dead. Proof that Luigi is the main character of the movie. How funny would it be if this was kind of the plot to a Smash Bros. Movie? Merge the worlds, they do the same thing.
I'd actually like to see a Super Smash Brothers movie.
I'd like to see one too. And I'm kind of curious what it could do with this kind of plot. Merging worlds. How would he know Brooklyn? He's been somewhere else for 65 million years.
Super Scope. President Monkey.
That's where this is from? That's where the meme's from? This movie? Monkey.
You can find memes in the oldest
monkey
movies.
noise.
Trust the fungus. I love saying that line, but dear Lord, in context of the movie, it is so bad. So why does send Mario back?
Because
Why are their heads spinning?
Because why not? Like, also defend the practical. The practical effects are good. Anything CGI is bad. Very, very bad.
Everybody fears the bomb.
There's no point in showing that dude. No point in showing the Mad Max extra roll up to the bomb in the middle of the road.
Hey, Toad. He may be stupid, but he's still loyal. And here's the odd part.
He just walks up the wall. He's back with all of his hipster buddies.
Big Bertha. Goomba Domino.
Okay, that scene is kind of funny.
We just nonchalantly flying. What the hell?
And now it's upside down.
I remember that shot with the guns. Like he finally somewhat resembles Bowser.
Reebok.
Are you serious? There are a ton. When the product placements are there, they're there.
Back into the bucket.
As I say, we're going to see one more shot of them staring at the bucket. They don't even want to do a full Tyrannosaur head. Okay, there it is, I guess, but... Okay.
That's
That's
kind of
bad.
bad.
That's bad.
That's
How do they do something as good as Yoshi in this movie, which is on par with Jurassic Park dinosaurs, and then do something like this?
Primordial ooze.
Welcome to Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they actually used. It's called jumpers, and yet they're flying.
Yeah, they're literally not like jump boosters. It's basically jetpacks for your feet.
That was fast.
Yeah, so it immediately starts changing.
And they're all still dancing.
Why?
Why is he still dressed?
Why did he change?
And shouldn't have all the Goombas have changed back as well?
There's no reason for him to have changed back.
Like, how'd she know that she could do that?
Movie magic.
You're an Italian plumber.
Gee, isn't that what she just said? Thanks for the echo, Mario.
He translated woman talk to man talk.
But there was almost a one-to-one word like thing between the two. It's like she said that and then Mario said the exact same thing.
It's just to make sure every man understood.
I'm so done with this movie.
We're almost done with this movie.
We are. We only have like 5 minutes left, but dear Lord.
Yoshi!
Oh, Yoshi. Yeah. Stop waving.
You gonna stand there forever, dude? Go.
Toad Goomba.
There's Toad.
Somehow still a Goomba.
Yeah, why did the king change and nobody else? No one.
3 weeks later.
This is the scene. This is the infamous scene that everyone complains about. So the world just believes that. Roll credits. I get like... Here it is. It's over!
And to think they left it open for a second one.
This is the most infamous end scene of all time. No, stop, no. No. In fact, here, in middle recording, actually, I probably won't delete it because I'm going to spend forever trying to find a DVD, but you know what? It's over. I'm exiting out of the player. I'm exiting out of that, and I'm ejecting the hard drive. No more! I want to die.
Well,
look, when it's
You
good...
ready for some food and dancing?
We still have a little bit of talking. We still have a little bit of talking to do. But, okay, look. Super Mario Brothers. When it's good, it's all right. When it's bad, it's shite.
it's worse than that. Heck, I'd rather watch the animated Mario series. So much better.
At least it's accurate. Mario Kart and Super Mario Brothers
Until Mario tells you
Super
how to
Mario
toast
Brothers
toast.
Super Show. At least it's accurate. It's basing it off the games.
Until Mario starts telling you how to toast toast.
I think it's still Bob Hoskins too. I believe the cartoon is still Bob Hoskins. I could be wrong, but
Voice sounds very similar. But Luigi's the one I believe that gets changed.
Yeah, obviously, but which is something I do have a lot of pros for the movie. The big ones being the casting for Mario and Luigi. Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. They were good live action versions of those characters. Everyone else I could live without. Literally everybody else. There's plenty I didn't remember about this movie. There's some things I wish I didn't remember now. Like the club scene, or maybe the useless gag of Koopa wanting the pizza, or
Honestly, he never even got that pizza.
or the fact that Toad got turned into a Goomba. I just remember him being arrested once in a sideline. That's all I remembered. I also could have sworn he instead of the haircut he wore a gigantic like hat.
It is it is bad, but it's not quite Sharknado level bad.
Well, there's a difference between bad movies for bad movies. They'll just end up being funny, like so bad it's good, just by nature of them. This was meant to be taken seriously as a video game. This was the first major video game adaptation, and this led to a long series of dropping the ball for years. The first Mortal Kombat did okay. Everything else sucked for so long.
Yeah, I've definitely never seen any of the Mortal Kombat movies.
The very first one from, I believe it's 95, was all right. It wasn't, it wasn't part of Mortal Kombat. It wasn't like super violent. It wasn't quite what a Mortal Kombat movie should be. But as a movie, it was all right. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
The second one was not. Then I believe we got so many video game attention. Street Fighter the movie. I think Bob Morrison this did.
And the fact that they made a game off that Street Fighter movie.
Yes, Street Fighter the movie, the game.
That was horrid.
I've heard the only good part is the guy who played M. Bison, which I've seen a few clips. I could probably tolerate that. He was good at M. Bison. That's the thing. Most of these video game movies that are bad, they get good casting and drop the ball on the rest. Street Fighter, pretty good. Casting with M. Bison, apparently. This one, they got a good Mario and Luigi. Resident Evil movies, any character they cast from the games was cast amazingly. It was like Wentworth Miller as Chris Redfield. The dude who played Sawyer in Lost played Leon Kennedy. I think the dude straight from the games played Wesker. I could be wrong, but the dude who played Wesker did really well.
But it's always the storylines where they just drop it all.
And then, like, even with the characters in the movies, the only in-game character that survived more than one movie besides Wesker was Claire. Every other game character died eventually, if not even off screen in between movies. It's
I
like,
feel like the issue with these bad video game things is that they're trying to do too much with it. They're trying to do too much, and they're aiming so high that they miss the ball.
and it's like, this was 1993 when this movie came out. There wasn't enough video game to make a decent story because it was still just Mario saves Peach. And I believe Daisy was in one game, but that's it. It's it.
Yeah, with 93,
Like,
Super Nintendo came out in
at least Mortal
90.
Kombat had 3 games to its name where things started to pick up.
Yeah.
Not every story was there. Like in Mortal Kombat, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, that story wasn't there, so that wasn't really used much in the movie.
I've gotten a better storyline from Mario cosplayers than I did this movie.
Because you don't have to really think about it. That's why. And you're not wrong. Dear Lord. There are redeeming qualities with the movie. Like throughout the movie, I brought up like all the practical effects. All the practical effects are great. Animatronics for like the dinosaurs. All the prosthetics when someone's like half reptilian.
Yeah. Some of the dinosaurs were really
Like
good.
Yoshi. Like don't worry, it's not really Yoshi, but the dinosaur animatronic itself is great.
Yeah, considering Yoshi is usually as tall as Mario.
And he's meant to be this little raptor. That's great, which is why I get so frustrated with Bowser at the end when his dinosaur effect is so bad.
Yeah, that was
trying
terrible.
to metamorphosize backwards, I guess, is what they were trying to go with. But the fact that they just had him keep changing.
And then it's like the Mario Brothers don't do even a ton throughout the movie. They're constantly either running, getting captured, which immediately after they meet up back with Daisy and Mario goes to save the other women, as soon as Luigi and Daisy step in the throne room, they're caught again.
Yep.
The most they did was in that final scene.
As soon as Mario left them, they get caught.
Then Mario would have still been caught, and then we would have had to go through another loop. So I at least give it credit that it didn't go through the exact same thing.
Yeah.
There are plenty of useless scenes. The pizza gag, which I've already said like 5 times, but I don't care. The club scene.
Well, they had to get the stone back.
Yeah, they had to get it from the girl, but the rest of the scene itself is pointless. Also, this is based off of a children's video game. Why do you need a club full of actual strippers used for extras in a kids' movie?
What I'm trying to understand is why did Big Bertha start helping them after she found out Mario stole the crystal from her?
Because Mario's trying to woo her, and I guess she liked. I don't know. I don't want to make sense of this.
Mario charm.
I have to point out that he did that. Meanwhile, he had his girlfriend locked up in Bowser's basement. To
be fair, the news recorder recognized him.
Well, the fact that he didn't even know she was kidnapped till Daisy literally told him at the very end there.
Oh yeah, there's plenty I can say about the end credits scene, but I feel like I've aired enough of that on the podcast and the commentaries already so far. Everyone knows that scene is stupid. We can also go to the other plumbing group opening the hole into the other dimension that was never explained.
Yeah, that
Spike and Iggy were there beforehand, but then they go down and the plumbers are coming back. The other rival plumbers are coming back up. It's like, what about the other plumbers that supposedly opened the rift between dimensions?
How did those plumbers even know about the other dimension?
He said it was because of the whole, they were exploding something and then it undid some sort of seal.
But Spike and Iggy were there before they went down there.
Yeah.
It was before that scene. It was remember how she said she found, when they first got to that site, that was how they discovered the fossils, is because down there, because their equipment exploded something and they discovered fossils.
I don't remember because I was my mind is already blacking out parts of this movie.
Well, oddly enough, it was
20
explained. Years ago when Peach's mother crossed through that dimension.
Daisy.
Daisy.
Yeah, why isn't it Peach, by the way? I guess they wanted Luigi to be the main character because he really wasn't in the games anymore at that point. I think 64 came up by that point, and that's when Luigi stopped being a main character.
Yeah, but Originally, Daisy was supposed to be the queen or princess of Sarasaland, wasn't she?
Yeah, Sarasaland. I don't think she was ever associated with Toadstool, but I guess they just wanted to merge everything into one and give Luigi the main love interest for the movie and then sideline Mario for a good bit of it. Okay, now to see who's Big Bertha in the games. I could have sworn it wasn't that, but you know what? Now I need to figure out. Big Bertha Mario.
I want to say it might have been a large bomber, but
You want to know what Big Bertha is? Big Bertha is the fish in the water.
well, she was going to try and eat Mario, effectively.
Big Bertha is a fish.
I mean, I can see it with the colors.
Yeah,
that she wore.
She did wear practically
those
nothing but
colors. I mean, at least they got one character's colors right.
They did the Mario ones eventually, and the costumes weren't that bad. For like when they had their actual what's the word? Suspenders
Actual
on.
proper colors on them, yeah.
But I do wonder why they casted Spike instead of any of the other Koopalings.
What was Sunshine Bowser Jr.'s first appearance?
I believe so. I literally that's what I said towards the start of the movie.
Because I remember like I'm reading some stuff because I knew we were gonna be sitting here watching the movie beforehand. So I was looking at trivia like even a couple days ago, and I remember it being like Iggy and somebody else as the two brothers, and that's when it clicked for me. I was like, oh yeah, the two. That's what he was talking about, but it's definitely not Wario and Waluigi.
Yeah, that's what I was. I for some reason I originally thought it was Wario and Waluigi because I just couldn't remember if they their names were actually given out at any point.
And then like Bowser's cousins, like.
Yeah, like Iggy is supposed to be, well, effectively Iggy is one of Bowser's adopted children.
Yeah, I remember that. I couldn't tell you about Spike. I honestly couldn't. But.
Spike is apparently just a castle guardian that you'd see in Super Mario Brothers 3.
It's like they pulled a bunch of random stuff. It's like, we kind of know what Mario is, so let's kind of wing it. Like, that's what this was.
Yeah, it was a Mario movie made by somebody who didn't put any effort into the actual games.
It's what they did with the Halo series. The creators of the Halo series said, oh, we're not going to really be looking at the games. It's like, you better be looking at those games.
Oh, it's just like the first Final Fantasy movie.
There was a Final Fantasy movie?
Before Advent Children.
Are we talking live action or CG? If it's CG, I'll let it pass.
I think it was...
If we're talking live action Final Fantasy, this is going to go bad.
Yeah, I think it was live action Final Fantasy.
And
literally, it had nothing to do with anything in Final Fantasy.
If we can go down the routes of adaptations of nothing to the source material of Dragon Ball Evolution,
we're gonna have to create like a sub-series on entirely dedicated to like bad movies.
No, never again.
No, we're gonna have to find someone else that enjoys bad movies to do this part.
Oh, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy this movie in my own weird way, but discussing it in an analytical format is making my brain rot.
No, I mean like. Entire commentary is like a playlist of
Don't get me wrong, down the line, it probably won't happen until like sometime during the summer or maybe even fall semester, depending how long some of this other stuff takes with like Ruby and all that. At some point, I want to do the Halo series, and hell, I'll wait to continue finishing watching the Halo series until we do commentaries. But I'm going to despise every second of that because the Halo series does exactly what this movie does, where it's like when it does something right, I really enjoy it, but the majority of it is stuff it does wrong.
Oh yeah.
And this isn't like I like video game adaptation movies that people don't like the Assassin's Creed movie. A lot of people didn't like that. I really liked it, which is something else we can do later. But it's not that I don't like bad. I still like a lot of bad movies. If I was sitting down watching this by myself,
would your mood be better if we had done this in the opposite order?
I feel like if we did it in the opposite order, we would have crunched Ruby down even more.
Oh yeah, if we actually got to watch the actual good Mario movie and then that one, it would have been so much worse.
I think it's better we got this out.
No, not the Mario movie. If we did our recordings.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Look on the bright side. They don't have a very high bar to clear with the new Mario movie. They really don't.
No, they don't. They just have to be better than something that was created in 93.
It's like, I think the only one out of us that's going to see it outside of the club is Alex. But Andrew's working on getting a theater for the rest of us to see, whether that's here, Springs, or Denver. He's still trying to figure out. But they don't really have a high bar to clear. They really don't.
Honestly, the trailers are so much better than the full Mario movie.
I have problems with what this new Mario movie is showing. Like, they're cramming so much into that as well, but I can talk about that another day. But this movie does some things right and does a lot of things wrong. It started a long trend of bad video game movies. Some of them are not nearly as watchable as it. This is watchable in the sense of looking back on it in a retrospective way. I cannot imagine watching this back in 1993 thinking this was going to be a good Mario adaptation.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how young me enjoyed this movie so much.
I think when we're younger, we don't think about it as much, but us like looking back on it, I don't necessarily have nostalgia for Mario because I didn't grow up with it, but looking at it now as someone who is constantly analyzing the stuff, even outside of what we're recording now, it's not great. It's a guilty pleasure movie for me, probably. Like, I'd probably sit down and watch this again just for the sake of having fun at it being a bad movie. But, dear Lord. So, this has been Mario 1993 live action movie. I have made choices.
You can hear the regret in its voice.
I have made choices. Not necessarily good, not necessarily bad, just choices. This has been your host, Gage. Joining me today has been Katrina and Lucas again.
I'm tired.
We have somewhere to be after this, so dear Lord, please let us go. This has been Mario. Have a good night, people.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Trust the fungus.
Trust the fungus.